You were formerly a senior vice president and global head of communications and are currently a chief communications officer. So what exactly does all of that mean?
I think that the thing that everybody relies on today in the world is communications.
Mm-hmm.
And, you just named several platforms. I mean, yeah, we didn't have those 10, 15, 20 years ago, right? So the world, in my world professionally, has changed dramatically. The amount of information, the amount of communication, the amount of research data, people who are now influencers. We talked about econ Twitter. Well, there's all kinds of different levels of various professions and industries that have their own experts now in all these platforms. So one component of what the profession does that I'm in, public relations and communications, is really trying to tie all that together. Is there a theme? Is there a trend? Who should we talk to? Who can help influence things? Who do we need to talk with? Who should understand what we're doing? So there's that, again, the kind of real-time aggregation game theory of like, where are things headed and what should we do component to it. That's the external side of it. And then there's always an internal side of all this too, right? Every organization has their own people that they need to talk with, to educate, build awareness. What are we doing? How are we doing it? Who are the people that matter? And so it's for me, there's this, I don't like the word influence because it has a negative connotation to it, but there's an awareness and an influence component to the role of communications, the words you choose, the visuals you choose, when you use them, how often you use them. I mean, these are real decisions that the people in my profession have to make in order to make an impact. And so there's data that comes with it. There's just being having job experience doing it, and I would say the last leg of it, all of that is listening and really understanding what all of your stakeholders want: your clients, your customers, your employees, your partners, the community. So it's an ongoing challenge. And again, I'll harken it back to my days of studying economics and human behavior.
Mm-hmm.
The job I have as a communications person and a public relations person is exactly the same thing as an economist. I'm trying to understand, human behavior. What are people doing? What are they building? What are they buying? What are they looking for in a service economy? And like, how do you deliver what they need? Not what they want necessarily, because it can be some what they, but what do they need? And just understanding all that. It's just a challenge. You don't you don't have a 100% track record all the time. So you learn from your mistakes, you learn from your, things you tried that didn't work, and you move on.